2 up would get my 20-point trim. Stop loss to low of previous 1 minute candle. 3 minutes till news. 20 points hit. Stop loss break even now. The reason stop losses break even now is because 20 points was hit, so now I'm risking 20 points of profit to make another 20. I always want my risk to reward to at least be 1R. All right, news in 2 minutes. Stopped out NQ. Gonna wait for news now. All right, news is out. Nothing on NQ or gold yet. Looks like we're going for an ICT play here. We just swept these highs. If we can break through the 600s, leave a fair value gap, and retrace to it, that would be the play there. Nothing yet. Still inside. I thought it at least went this. Fair value gap below. Five minutes looking like an outside bar. Good morning, Chanel. Good morning, sir. I wish I could be trading right now. Gotcha. Holding above these 50s pretty well. Gold breaking out to the upside. Oil breaking down. Okay, back to a normal 2-bar, not a failed 2. See if we get that setup I was looking for. Some people might view this as a head and shoulders. I'm short 98. $10 hit. 20 hit. Hard break even now, just in case this does want to retrace to that fair value gap. Well, it's got to close actually first. Oil falling out of bed here. Getting the 114 NVIDIA puts for this Friday. 0.87. Stopped out NQ. Make sure I look at my orders. Yeah, filled on the 80 or the 40. But obviously out now. Okay, I think this is getting another leg down here soon. But I'm going to add with Qs, Q puts, as soon as we go 2 down. Those are sitting at, where's my handy dandy, 473. So I'll probably get the 471s. No. Man, these are all expensive. 468s are on. Ready, locked and loaded. 468s locked and loaded.
By the way, JPM's triggering so far.
Oh, yeah. I was distracted with NQ. That's a good swing. Stop loss would be like 218 and target would be down here at 202. Buy looks nice for a short. Starting to get a curl back down now. I'm in those Qs, 0.69. Nice. I'm in Q short, 59.50. I'm actually going to make this 40 points wide. So let me go there. So first trim would be at 20 points. CL still going short, but no retrace yet for me. Gold could have a nice retrace to this fair value gap for an entry short. Remember, guys, when I adjust stop loss size, I'm not keeping the same lot size. I'm keeping the same risk. So if my risk is, you know, $500, doesn't, if I'm, let's say it's $400 for quick math, on a 10-point stop, that'd be what, 2 contracts? On a 20-point stop, that'd be, or 20 micros. 20-point stop, that'd be 10 micros, and a 40-point stop is 5 micros. So, yeah, it's not the same risk. Or sorry, it's not the same lot size. It is the same risk. So keep that in mind. 0.78 on the Qs. It's in at 0.80 now. Nvidia is coming back. Getting close to my 20-point trim, sitting at 39.50. Finger on the close. Closing. Look at that 1 minute fair value gap right here that got respected. It might just go for a shallow retrace and then break through, but there's also a chance that this is the liquidity sweep. So I'm willing to get back in. And it would have gone. Outside bar as soon as I get out is hilarious. I'm going short 39.75, 40. Man, this 15 looks great. 2-2. 2-1, 2 down on the 5. .89 on the Qs. My stop loss will go up to this 1 minute high as soon as it closes. Getting real close to the bottom of this range for the day. So just wanted to bring my risk reward up. Stop loss up. Stopped out. All right, sitting on green. Probably going to wait for a new 5-minute trigger. Getting real close to this low that we swept liquidity. Last time we were here, we just swept liquidity and then shot back up. So sitting here watching. What very possibly could happen is that once we close this 15-minute candle, we could come up and revisit this fair value gap here before shooting down lower. NVIDIA trims 0.97. More at 1.05. This thing moving. It's following NQ here. .94 NQ. Or sorry, Qs. Turned out to be a good day so far. Except for me getting wicked out all the time, but options are eating. All right, this is ideal here. I want to see it close below, creating a change of character here. Oops. So close below here, come up, revisit this, then shoot down. That's the look I'm looking at. .05 on the Qs, 1.07. Get my fill. 1.11. NVIDIA, same thing. Holy smokes, this might not come back. 1.28 on NQ or on Qs. Stinks for my futures, but options are eating right now. Still a minute 40 left. I don't suspect that we'll end with no lower wick. So I think this last minute could be a pullback. 1.24 on the video. All right, give me 2 minutes. Got to go to the bathroom. Don't worry, I'm okay. Um, all right, so we're not retracing. At least I still have some movement on the options side of things. 1.04 on NVIDIA and 1.64 on Qs. I am hungry. Another setup that could happen for those of you who are looking for more intraday trades, longer than a couple minutes, could see this 15-minute close and then revisit this break of structure fair value gap, and then a sell limit in that fair value gap, stops above. That would be the play. I did chest day like 3 days ago, and my range of motion is very minimal. It said me too, still sore. Yeah, I am dying. Jay Will earlier said my stop got missed by a tick at break even. Trimmed at 30 and 55 points, looking for equal lows at 505. Oh, I'm on the wrong one here. Well, you got it. Plus 50. Really just waiting for this 15-minute close. I'm not really interested in finding the bottom of this move down, which is what I'm really good at doing if I were to chase down here. Coming up into an order block right here. Remember the last red candle before green move? So we've got an order block here. I don't have any order block. Okay. Change that right now. Order block. So while I wait, I'll pull up some swings. JP Morgan is at the top of the list. Just not really trying to buy down here. Import. Going to look at daily hammer shooters first. Amazon shorts. Definitely shorts. Or what? Amazon.
Earnings,
ADI.
isn't it?
What'd you say?
They have earnings though, no?
Yeah, I'm on the wrong intervals anyway.
Oh, okay.
I was looking, my bottom left was on Amazon, but I'm looking at ADI on the trigger. So it actually is not a good one for me. American Express. Shorts, but weekly says no thanks. COP shorts. I'm actually really interested in that. Costco shorts, Disney. Don't care. Disney, no thank you. FedEx shorts. When's FedEx earnings? September. So FedEx is on the short list there. MDLZ? I haven't traded that thing, I don't think, ever. Is it optionable? Looking at September 20th. The answer is no. There are 3 contract volume. There is 3 contract volume on the puts and 15 on the calls. No thanks. Millie. Nah. Oracle shorts would be very interesting to me. If it can get back below weekly low, that would be the trigger to enter. PLD longs weekly is a 212 up right now. Monthly is a failed 2 up. Looks good to me. I will probably be interested in it if it flips long again on the daily. Not interested in Simon Property Group. T-Mobile, not interested. TT. Also not interested. Not gonna do any ETFs. Okay, that's it. Let me clean up this. Short list for swings on the daily hammer there. Get another leg down here on the queue. $1.77 on NVIDIA. This is my last stream on that. Last one's a runner. NVIDIA 114 put. And Q's at 1.97. Running.
How would you assess how the offense has looked over the last few days?
Oh, I think we're trending.
Go ahead, JD.
All right. So Chung, we'll be talking about him in a little bit. Went gangbusters yesterday. Huge number from Chung, trading in his live account and 5 XFAs. We'll see that when we go over the leaderboard. Brian P, also on the leaderboard, $8,500 trading the S&P in his live account. He was also trading in 5 XFAs. Put up some nice numbers.
Getting caught up on YouTube chat.
In a little bit.
Cedric, I can't hear anything. I just checked it. My mic's working, so make sure your volume's up. How's gold looking? Gold's looking like it's setting up pretty nicely for a short, actually.
And Che rounds out the list. Picked up just over $4,000. Covered up the NASDAQ yesterday. Want to see some payouts?
Yeah, hold on. Over under $680,000.
602.
602. And he's got the under.
$1.
Oh, come on, Dustin. We're doing Dustin. Right. Get out of here, Dustin.
Sitting on these 400s now on the NQ.
Andre has access to the spreadsheet because damn, he nailed it.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Cheater.
I don't have access to it. I just sense it.
349 payouts, 680. Let's call it $682,000. Average payout of $1,954. Pretty good day for top step funded traders yesterday.
The numbers? Yeah, it is.
Want to see? Here's the.
I'm somewhat interested in just throwing on both COP and FedEx, and then looking for it to go 2 down tomorrow. COP had earnings already this morning. Looks like.
That's 45 grand is money in your pocket, and you can go right outside.
And then Oracle's a trigger short, and PLD would be triggered long. I don't know if PLD is optionable though.
Just popped up at 55.35 in the ES.
Whoa, see that? 1,000. That's banana big.
Yo.
They are somewhat They are optionable. The 135 calls are popping on there. 870 volume.
Yeah.
Do it, man. Do it.
I just had to step away, do a couple push-ups to kind of get back in the zone.
Nice.
And I've kept finding a reason to buy this in a market that's just going to the downside. So just stepping away for the desk for a little bit, but that's a huge order there.
This is your reason. I'm gonna see that in the pull up your S&P ladder, 1,000 lot on the 55.35 bid. Inevitably, it will get filled because that's just what it does. Now they trade.
Trading some of it.
If you firm up, I'm in good shape. If you firm up,
What'd you get? Filled.
I just got stopped out.
Yeah, they just cook right through these. Wild, man. They just cook.
They held
That
up
was a
through-
lot.
they
They just
held
cook
up
right
through-
through it.
Yeah.
Man, Congrats to anyone who held from
Was that 35s? I gotta write that down. 35.
these highs.
Yeah, write that down.
I'm content with where I'm at in the options, and obviously green on the futures, but I don't feel comfortable just selling here.
Do it. 5-5.
These pullbacks are 50 points when they do.
That, I mean, I leaned on it, and I bought 35.75, and then stopped at 34.75. Okay, this is worth a look.
Buy the dip only worked for one day.
Yesterday. That was it.
For one day.
Definitely trending in a better direction
when we bought the
than maybe this time in camp last year.
and then it proceeded to go.
You know, Tyrant didn't
It's
practice
crazy.
Today. Today was
Wires
a
are all crossed
lighter
up right now.
rep day, shorter field. But
55-31.
I'm not going to complain too much because I am taking out green.
defense got after us yesterday.
But-
Felt more
Man, volatility
even.
there, but markets, I mean, look
And
at a
today
5-inch
felt
chart,
like
it's
we,
sell.
This is
Had
just
more of the upper hand.
continually going down. I still am expecting a move like this.
What do you say? Wow.
But down here,
He blame me?
The daily levels,
I blame him.
You know, the levels I put on my charts as well. A lot of times we look at them as areas of opportunity, and if the opportunity
Yeah, I mean, I
doesn't work
think,
for the trade that we take, we leave the level alone.
There's
For example,
often
I have
appearance
55,
versus
46,
reality
that was
in
a level
life
we
and on the
traded
football field, and
into it from
what
the
it
upside,
appears
right?
to be
So
might
you
not
would think,
always
hey,
be
maybe
what the
that acts as a
reality actually
support,
is.
but when we broke it,
As far as
became
whether or
a
not we're
great
upset with each other.
resistance, right? A great level
We're
to
just
take
I'm going to
advantage
close the
of.
rest of my Qs at 2.5.
It might not have to do with either of
When we
us.
have these levels,
so,
I'm going to think about them going
G and
forward.
I got a
right?
great
Just,
relationship.
hey,
We
you've
spend
identified
time
a
together
spot
out the
where the
field.
market is going to react to.
On the field, there's a
Now,
way of
let the market reaction tell you how to trade.
doing things that we both agree on, and when it doesn't look exactly how we want it to, sometimes there's some side conversations
Oil's still
that
selling off as well.
that happen. I love those
Just showing
conversations, though. I mean, it's
Dow's
about the
getting
details.
hammered,
It's about
S&P's
winning.
getting
It's about
hammered, Nasdaq getting hammered.
seeing what he sees. You know, he's got to get on
Bitcoin up.
my page, but I got to get on his page too because he's got a whole book that I
let's
need
see.
to
Yeah, let's
to
see.
understand fully of
Oh, yeah.
skill set and
One-year straight,
ability and feel and rhythm and
0.96% yield.
all the different things that he does out there. So
Yields go
those
down,
are good
prices go up.
conversations. They might appear to be
Bonds, treasuries.
much more heated than they are, but there's usually a
equities
smile on
are
our
still
face
selling this
afterwards.
hard.
At least one of us.
We also say about him that he's, confident enough at this stage in his career to be so candid with you and like have those honest exchanges or whatever. However they look.
Short
Well, the
crude.
best ones have always done that, and I enjoy
Short
those.
covering
I love
or
a good
just on
back and
bonds?
forth.
We're about to find out.
As long as at the end of it we can
Yeah, 55,
either
35s.
agree to disagree and revisit it
Now's the
later,
time to
or
win.
come to some sort of
10-point winner for
middle
Silver.
ground there. Those
Below that anchored.
those are
take a
often
peek here at NVIDIA. We swept those daily lows.
practice, so there's time for that. And then
Did
for the
they
most part,
ever
we'll
go
revisit
one day?
those back in a meeting in the afternoon or at nighttime or a text message or a meeting in the morning. So it's never just one conversation.
We also saw like the last couple of days, like you were
Bounce.
clearly frustrated with
Like
how
bounce
things
back,
were not
Nasdaq.
going throughout the course of practice. Just talk about your emotions there as well.
Oh, I think a lot of that gets overblown from time to time. There's a standard that I think we like to set, and there's an accountability that goes along with that.
I'm looking at it.
In practice, the standard is very, very high. I think a lot of that stuff is pretty benign in general, but
Anybody
I like
locked it
to,
up
push
money and
guys to
watching
believe themselves
right now?
maybe more than they do at the time. But a guy like Joe Tipman, he has the ability to play a long time in this league at center, and he's got a chance to be an All-Pro, I think. So if he's snapping the ball a little wayward from time to time, he can take it. He can take me jumping his ass a little bit and getting on him. Sometimes you need to do that. I think it's all about the energy. So, at practice, there's times where things fluctuate. You're up and down on the energy, and at certain points you kind of got to get on guys. I was ready for that today because you felt third day of pads that we were kind of going through the motions a little bit. And then sometimes it just takes one play. I felt like Five had a real good day. He had a couple routes that kind of were wow plays and kind of got everybody going offensively. And then we had a couple good runs and a couple nice ones to to Brees to kind of settle us in. But sometimes, you know, it takes me or Brees or Tyron or even Garrett getting on somebody to kind of get things going.
Andre,
You're next.
that, please. 348.
Where do you
on for
stand on
348.
playing in the preseason?
Trade 362 right now.
Yeah, I mean that's Robert's decision. I've never told him I don't want to play in the preseason.
Is that right? Or no?
There's a lot of thoughts about whether there's any
That
particular
would be a
gain
size
from
down
it.
play. No, hold on. It's 4-8.
Yeah, we used to play all the time.
3-3.
It wasn't even a question. We played, 10 to 15 the first one and quarter now.
All right, probably going to close out of NVIDIA.
Tennessee would always play their guys. Shoot, sometimes
Yeah,
we would
I'm going to.
we would play
All out the rest of NVIDIA.
Now nobody wants to play. They don't want to play their guys. It's different. To combat that, now we're doing all these practices with other teams. So we have 3 of those. I'm assuming those will be like our super heavy days, and then it'll be like the preseason for us. If he decides he wants me to play against the Giants, I'll strap it up and look forward to that.
They're short from 5,600, but yeah.
Follow there is
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say.
is the decision different this time because
Yeah,
of the injury?
No, I don't think so.
All at one price.
No, I don't have any restrictions. I'm doing keepers, rollouts. So
Okay, all flat there
it was news
on
to
the
me
options
yesterday
now.
when he said I wasn't going to play in the first 2.
I will look
Eric sent me that,
at
thank you.
Right.
But we hadn't even had a
Oil's
conversation
still
yet about
going
that. So
FedEx and COP.
assuming I take a ton of reps in the inner spot when the other team comes in, whatever we call that. Those fun times.
Look at those.
Gold
And then
has kind of
if he wants
stabilized
me
a
to
bit
play, I'll
last
play.
trade, 24.91.
Sorry, Ken. Just curious with you.
The Russell's getting crushed right now.
Is it?
Which ones?
Just in terms of, the last couple of days when there's been frustration when the offense has been to the standard.
Buyers have to
Something that you
So FedEx, I'd be looking at
has that increased.
105s,
That would be this, right?
No, I think I'm a
probably the
little
100s.
tempered
Riskier stuff.
than I was when I was a younger player. Fuse is a little bit
All
longer.
equities are more risky.
I'm sorry,
You
COP.
guys, you can't coach everybody. the same
COP,
way.
I'm looking at 105s and
Guys,
100s.
you got to pull
Oh,
aside and talk to. Certain guys want to have it out on the
Exxon
on the
Mobil
field,
does have
some
limits
guys will
today,
play
so as
aside
far as
and
like a
lock
sympathy move, just saying.
Right.
Just depends on the guys, but
Right, right.
set a standard, guys accountable.
Yeah, the
At
100s.
practice and the way you want to see
I might need to get the 105s. They have a little more volume.
Sometimes you gotta infuse a little bit of
Those are
energy
sitting at
to it.
210.
Joe Tippmann, is a real easy
And then FedEx.
Takes some hard coaching.
But the 290s on the
Keith
monthly,
and the way he gets
where are
after
you
those
going next
guys.
month on FedEx?
Yeah,
Joe
next
always
month
responds well.
for sure.
Responds well to me. He still loves me. He hugs me.
270s,
So we're still on good terms.
290s, one of those two.
He sent me a
But the
screenshot.
snap
I said
thing, it's
350,
something
but
we've
let's
been
call it
working on.
340 to 400.
Just need to be a little more
zone.
consistent with it.
It's got to hold for another.
Garrett's improbability where he's able to kind of
Yeah, probably the 270s,
get open.
maybe even the 260s,
Yeah, details are most
just for the delta ramp
The
up.
second part is the addition to it, but it needs to start with a full understanding of the offense, and then and all the details and the intricacies, and then adding the other little special sauce that he has. There's certain plays that's kind of built in where he has 2-in-1 routes, and he has ability to adjust his release and his split.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
But this offense is about spacing.
But
time,
I'm gonna end it there.
And
Really good day on options, pretty decent day on futures.
details.
Ending the week green,
So many other things like you see in the red zone. There's a
and
lot of
gonna leave it there and lock out.
based on whatever steps you feel like he's
Alrighty, the July recap will come out probably this weekend, and then this was the first day of August, which is a good start. So I love you all. I'll see you here on Monday, and we'll see you then. Love y'all. If you're gonna keep trading, use stop losses. Don't play your account one trade. That's silly. I'll see y'all here on Monday. Have a great weekend, guys.
trying to find a way to push guys